blast off. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He guesses he does, but it's a long life in a wild world. Sometimes he's shaken, not stirred. Says wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Says he sells them drinks. They mostly suck them down on their own. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Says that's what gives your internals such a great glow. He wants you to know he has other interests too. He's the Surfipelago's self-proclaimed ornithologist, for example. There are other ways than a cold drink to relieve stress. Watching Pippi's flap is calming, but better yet are the ones you can look at and they're if a story is about you, care for it. That's some good e-waste there. Says no matter how weird you think the world's getting, it keeps getting weirder. There's a poppet here named Maya, who does things with her poppets. Lives way deep in the mire. Steer clear of her.
Ein Autsch alla George.
Don't. But if you've got to, head into the mire. Just don't get stuck.
Wout one platsier.
Believes Maya lives in the mire, where at least she can't hurt too many.
Ah, nu papuno.
Been hearing stories about her since they were a kidling too.
Zibrik namtien.
Still hates the sight of poppets because of those tales.
Plawatjenks brik namtiben.
Thinks you're stupid for trying to smart up about that. This ride could spin like a top. The QUACK Hollow. It's just loonly. Locked solid. Share the same destiny, destruction or survival. That's the good stuff. Good this is in your hands and not someone else's. Nothing like a good length of razor-sharp steel. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. A story has got to keep moving forward. No one can swim this fast. That's enough quacks to sustain the Googlide flipper with infinite ammunition. Goop says he was there when the Porky Puff took Out-of-Date's leg, so this World Eater has made it personal. After that, Out-of-Date started using his head instead of his legs and came up with the plan on how to best make a stand against the World Eaters, and it wasn't by foot. He seems happy to talk. Says goodbye to you. Never know what's hiding out in the dark. hardened. Tread soft. That's a monster nest, if ever I've seen one. It's the porky puff nibbling bug. It took quite a liking to the crunchy stuff after munching down out-of-date's leg. Can you feel it? It's the brisk wind of change. Don't let this opportunity slide. He thanks you for dealing with another World Eater. You're halfway there. He's got word out of date spotted Lupin and has a feeling your time has come. He hopes you're up for it. Even though you're good-hearted, you shouldn't miss this opportunity to confront the Predator. Just head back to the foot of the tree. Fingers crossed Lupin will stay put until you're there. Got word you found the greatest glider of all, an Ark, and it's all good to go. Can't Funny that you found an Ark when you don't need to go anywhere in it. The world's still going to be here. Proud of you for thinking about helping before escaping, either way. Wonders if there are any open seats left in that fancy Ark glider of yours.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself and me, of course, but I'm a part of you, so that doesn't count.
If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. The only one we'd want to get away quickly from here is darkness.
But you know you can't go on without me. Even if I'm bad company, I complete you.
I think we can finally agree on something. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But best of all is being good company yourself.
Feels Goop knows he's repeating himself, but can't help talking to you. So, says you covered the important things already.